What's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, cornerback pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. What's up, fellas? So I gotta tell you this story, all right? I gotta tell you this story. So yesterday, I actually went to the. I'm gonna talk about it. I went to the Redskins camp here in Richmond. They Redskins been training here in Richmond for some years now. Training camp. And I got home and I was checking my emails. So I randomly check my emails because I get a bunch of emails every day, right? And I get an email from my boy Tori Nelson. Um, and this is before and you see this, right? This is before I saw that, and I'm reading it. And I'm drinking some juice, drinking some orange juice while I'm reading it. And I started reading it deeper. I'm like, and I spit out my juice, right? And I was like, oh shoot, like yo, this wild. Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer out before I start talking and after. So check this out. All right, so if you guys look this up, I want to recommend that you don't do this, okay? Now, with that being said, I, me as a cornerback, man, I ain't gonna say I love that, but the hunger that Tory had, like, bruh, it's some. We're gonna call it playing on the edge, all right? Let's talk about playing on the edge. I learned this from Coach David Brown. Coach David Brown, he was at Fresno, OU. He was at some, I think Kingsbury State. He's head coach, some other smaller school, but he taught us playing on the edge. Now here's the thing: that hunger, man. It's that maybe it's meta. Maybe I can use it as a metaphor, but it's a hunger like a guy off the street, man, and that's the hunger that if you're on a team, it don't matter what level, youth, high school, college, pro. It's that it's that guy coming off the street type vibes. It's like, man, I get choked up talking about it, bro, because that's what you gotta have. You know, this dude, look, 99% of the people wouldn't have the balls to do this, you know, and he's not a look. Tori's not a crazy guy. He's not a dumb guy. He's actually pretty smart. You know, he sent me a few emails, so he watches the channel. And even though I recommend not to do this, I will say, man, I got mad respect for him because taking risks and you know it can he's not out hurting anybody. He's not when I say taking risks, definitely when you take a risk and you're hurting somebody, then that's an issue, right? So that's a bad risk. Um, but man, this dude wants to compete and he wants to go and get the best. Now understand this: there's a process to it, right? So it's not all about just playing ball when it comes to ball. There's a business side of it, and you got to do the due process, right? So is that, and that's why it's the league. That's why it's the NFL. But uh, and the thing is, you never know. Like, even though I recommend against it, doing it, but they escorted. If you look at the story, they ended up escorting Tory off the field, and Tory played college ball. Um, but you never know. They could be like, you know what? Let's get a kid a trial. If he sucks, then he sucks. If he's good, we may have got somebody with with some fire in his heart, right? Uh, or on the flip side, shoot, you got police out there who, you know, you never know. They may draw guns on you, especially around those big time people in investments. So it could end very bad too. So you just got to know there is a due process. But from this, I want you to take it as a lesson as hunger, like especially if you college guys and high school guys and pro guys. You never know when this game is gonna be over for you. All right, and if you carry this type of attitude, because he told me what he said, he was like, "Yo, he actually he was in the warm ups and they like, oh, a couple people noticed. Wait a minute, this dude ain't on the team, you know, um, and they were like, yo, the security came and then He said the receivers and AB was like, "Yo, you want to smoke?" You know, he was like, "Yeah, I do." You know, he wanted to compete. Uh, but I just want you guys to have that type of hunger as if you're a guy coming off the street. That's like my boy Arash, the guy who trains. Man, a lot of people when Arash trains with guys, he trains with D1A guys, pro guys. Arash just started playing football like what a year and a half ago. They can't even tell. They can't even tell. They like, yo, where you play? Where you play? Thinking, he playing pro ball now. He just started playing football, but he's so hungry. He like, yo, can you get some one on ones? You want to get some one on ones? You want to get some work? You want to get this workout in? You want to get this lift in? So if you can keep that when you're on a team, if you have that type of hunger to just get on the field, because look, when it's done and it's over, right? Right? And that goes for high school guys too. I think people take it for granted, and I think my goal is to learn lessons from everything. Always learn lessons, and my boy Tori, I'm giving him a shout out, man, because even though I don't recommend doing what he did, but I see the passion and heart behind it, and I respect it. Yo, I had a friend. Check this out, fellas. I had a friend. Oh yeah, so back to playing on the edge, right? Playing on the edge. From Coach Brown, he taught us. Imagine there's a line right there. There's an edge. If you don't get on that edge and never take risks in your life, or shoot your shot, then you won't reach your full potential. I'm talking about you playing before. So the line right here, but you're not going maximum all out every day, every rep. You know, you're not setting bigger goals. Then you're never gonna reach your potential. Now here's the thing. There's a way to play over the edge too. See, over the edge means you get stupid penalties, right? You're doing dumb stuff. You too wild. You don't know how to turn the switch off, and you play over the edge. You're not gonna you're gonna be you probably won't be successful because you're not managing your risk, right? Because like I said, this could have ended real bad for Tory, depending on who the police officers were or whatever. But when you play on the edge, when you playing on the edge, then that's that magic, man. That's when that good stuff happens for you. You taking risks. You understand you taking risk. You're mitigating that risk, right? So you're thinking it over. Okay, what are the positives? What are the negatives? You know, um, that type of play. You're going all out, but it's controlled, right? It's a natural balance. That's when magic happens. So, and I don't even know. You guys don't even know what happened. I didn't even explain the story. So my boy Tori said, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna dress up like a Steeler, a DB, and I'm just gonna join practice, see if I can at least get to 101 period. That's what happened. Yo, I like I said, man, I spit out my juice. But I had a friend named Donnell, and I kind of Donnell played ball, but he's one of my friends that not really a guy who plays ball. He played that 1 year in college, put it that way. So he always was that guy that took more risks than us, you know. And I kind of wanted to be like that. I remember when we were playing. We went to. I was in 10th grade, and we went to the Virginia Tech spring football game. That's when they had Ernest Wilford, D'Angelo Hall was the man there at that time, Brian Randall, and some other people. It's before obviously Marcus Vick got there, and after Mike Vick, like a year maybe after Mike Vick was there. And we were in the stands, and then Donnell said, "Yo, I'm gonna go on the field." So I'm like, bro, what you mean you going to the field? Yo, chill, son, chill. He was like, "Nah, I'm going on the field." So we like, man, this stupid dude go there, get in trouble, get kicked out, but he wanted to wait outside. And the confidence that he had, he he's always been like that. When he walks in a room, he's like, I'm the most important person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be here. I'm a VIP. I'm very important. He just goes places, and people look at him and how he carries himself. It's like, oh, maybe he's supposed to be here. And he's always gotten into places like that. It's like how he carries himself. Not saying he's never been kicked out of places like, hey sir, what are you doing? You gotta get out. He's like, okay, cool. You know, he doesn't he's not a confrontational type of guy. So he's not gonna be like, what do you mean? You know, and get into a fight and that type of stupid stuff. But he was that type of guy, and he went down on the field. We're watching him, and he walks on the sideline. He's on the sideline of Division 1A program spring game. Virginia Tech got security everywhere, and he's standing on sideline, and he's looking like he's supposed to be there, like he's one of the. And he's standing there next to he's standing there next to D'Angelo Hall. Now D Hall was one of my favorite football players when I was growing up. I'll tell a couple stories about that. But he's standing there, and we like, he's on the sideline, and you look at D Hall, looks at him, it was like, and then looks away. Like you can see D Hall was like, who is this guy? But then he was like, I guess he's supposed to be here, maybe somebody, I don't know. And then he stands there on the sideline, bro, and we were like, yo, this is wild, man. And I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to do that, you know, but it just wasn't my personality to take that type of risk. And Donnell has gone over the edge before, right? And done some stupid stuff. Fortunately, he didn't get in too much trouble. So you gotta find that fine line. You gotta, we're talking about playing, play on the edge, not over the edge, and not before the edge. But I will say this about Torrey. This will be something that he definitely will remember. He got out of it alive. He's good. It's something he's gonna remember forever. And at the end of the day, when you get older, you know what? Memories do you the type of stuff you can laugh about and say, hey, look, I shot my shot at the girl that I wanted. So I wasn't a punk about it. I shot my shot at her. She said no, cool. She said yes. See? Hey, I was gonna shoot my shot regardless. So I just wanna again, disclaimer at the end of this too. I recommend you not do this because there is a due process of business. And you know, that a lot of people don't understand the business side of ball until you're really in it. It's hard. I mean, how can you? It's hard too. Uh, so you still, you got contracts, all this stuff. They wouldn't let them out there regardless because you got to have a physical, anyways. You know. But looking at the heart of it, yo, he's hungry, and the thing about hunger, you can't teach it. It's something you go through to realize it and to see it. And the champion in a person is going to rise up and say, yo, I'm hungry. I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I want to dominate. I want to compete. So, hey, I still give a shout out because I want you to learn from every experience. And Tori, yo, I rock with you, dog. So that's what's up, man. I'm gonna do another video about the Steelers camp. There's a couple clips my young fellas sent to me, and my boy Mike, I saw you in the comments of one of the channels that posted. Yeah, man, Mike Ford. Hey, you know your stuff, man. It was one of my guys that came out of Seattle. He came from Seattle to Atlanta and worked with me. And when I mean, I didn't even have to coach him up. I don't know, hey, came down and locked all the receivers that were at the field that day. We were at Fayetteville Park, or Kenwood Park in Fayetteville, Georgia. So I know I saw you in the comments. I just want to let you know if you're watching this video. But great job, and I'm excited for you guys. Understand you can't teach hunger, man. You gotta have it. It's gotta be in you. You can develop it maybe through environment or just sheer will. So if you feel like you're not hungry enough, man, develop it. Start saying, hey, look, I gotta be the best ever. That's why I teach that. I gotta be the best ever. If you say that every day, the actions. If you say it and feel it, look at yourself in the mirror. I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever. You're just gonna start taking your subconscious mind is gonna be impregnated with that desire and that mindset, and then you're gonna notice you're gonna just be taking actions that simulate, working to be the best ever. It's just how it is. Study the subconscious mind, fellas. Be great. All right. Email me, guys, if you have any questions. Cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask me for the one-on-one mastery program. I'll include all the other programs in there. Let's be great today. Let's work and let's get better. Peace.